Welcome back, dear students. This is the last explanation video of chapter number 3, Movement Towards a New World. And here I am continuing with organs of United Nations. Okay, organs of organs of United Nations. So in the previous explanation, I have explained General Assembly as well as the Security Council, and I hope that you understood that very well. Now today I am going to take the rest part, and please make sure that you understand each and every abbreviations also properly in this. Okay. So let us start. Number 3, Economic and Social Council. This council is also known as, also called ECOSOC. ये इकोनॉमिक और सोशल काउंसिल जो है इसको इकोसॉक भी बोला जाता है. इकोनॉमिक के लिए इको लिया है एंड सोशल में से सॉक लिया है. सो इकोसॉक इज़ द शॉर्ट फॉर्म ऑफ दिस काउंसिल. The General Assembly appoints 2/3 of its retiring members for 3 years. This council tries to raise the standard of living of the nations of the world without any bias of religion, caste, region. This council and its sub-councils work all over the world. Now, what is this ECOSOC? The General Assembly in this ECOSOC, as this is Economic and Social Council, वो economic और social problem solve करते हैं, so they require the experienced members as the part of this council. So what General Assembly will do, they will appoint 2/3 of its retiring member for 3 years in this organization. जो retire होने वाले होते हैं उन members को, because if they are in the stage of retiring, they will be having the experience and the knowledge, and I think they will be able to give the proper advice for international peace and security, for solving the economic and social council problems. Okay. So they appoint 2/3 of their retiring members, and the duration is for 3 years. Now what this council do? This council will try to raise the standard of living of the nations and the world, and they will not discriminate religion, caste and region. All are one. Okay. This council and the sub-councils are there. They work for, they cover all part of the world. They work for the world nations to maintain the economic peace and social peace. Okay. Now, next part is I am giving you some abbreviations and with the work they do. Number 1 is WHO, World Health Organization, works to improve the health of the people of the world. Now what WHO do? World Health Organization, they work to improve the health of the people. They will see that the health of the people is maintained. As you know that nowadays the corona is going on, and WHO plays a very important role in this Mahamari, I can say a pandemic. So because they want to maintain the health, and for maintaining the health, the experts over there, the researchers over there, they are working day and night to find the solution for this pandemic, right? So I have given you one example. So World Health Organization works to improve the health of the people of the world. This is their work. Okay. Now second point is IMF. IMF means International Monetary Fund. It works to establish financial stability. International Monetary Fund means it is a fund for all the nations together, and it will work to maintain the international financial stabilities. वो maintain करेगा कि हर एक nations में financial stability हो. Understood? This is the work of IMF. Now third is FAO, Food and Agricultural Organization. You can see the symbol in above pictures. 4 pictures are there. उसमें first picture है FAO का, Food and Agricultural Organization. Now what this organization do? It helps to improve agricultural production, forestry and fisheries, and raise the nutrition level. ये क्या करते हैं? ये agricultural production को देखते हैं, forestry products को देखते हैं, even trees को maintain करते हैं, fisheries जो ocean में जो होता है pollution के कारण जो ocean marine life को इफेक्ट होते हैं, और ये सब चीज़ें देखते हैं, और इस तरह से वो न्यूट्रिशन लेवल को भी इम्प्रूव करते हैं. न्यूट्रिशन लेवल मीन्स everyone should be under nutrition level. They should have proper weight, height and everything. Okay. So this is the work of FAO. Now the next is ILO. ILO is the second picture what you see in the right side of the above pictures. ILO means International Labour Organization, and it works to provide rights and justice to the laborers of the world. Now you know there are many laborers in all over the nations of the world, like construction work होता है, wages उनका daily wages होता है, they are paying on daily wages, and it is necessary that they should be motivated, proper rights and justice is provided to the laborers, and this justice and rights are looked after by ILO, that is International Labour Organization, so that all the laborers will be working under happiness mode and they will be confident enough, and if they are happy and their proper justice is provided to them, then productivity will increase, okay, and you will be getting all goods in a effective way. You will be getting all things done in an effective way, okay. Then next is UNICEF. The third is UNICEF, that is considered to be, the abbreviation is United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, which is nowadays known as United Nations International Children's Fund, okay. Now what they do, they undertake child welfare activities. Now whatever is undergoing under child, मतलब children का जो भी होता है, they improve the health of the children by providing nutritional food. They used to look after the education of the children, and many camps are organized by UNICEF to provide this nutritional food and education to the children all over the world, okay. So this is the work of UNICEF. Now the last picture is of UNESCO, that is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. It works to improve the cooperation between the nations by removing illiteracy, raising the standard of living through education, providing justice, science and cultural resources also. Now what they do? They maintain, they improve the cooperation between the nations. And how they do? They remove illiteracy. They provide education. They raise the standard of living. ओके, स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग, और स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग से एजुकेशन के थ्रू वो स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग इम्प्रूव करते हैं, क्योंकि अगर कोई एक बंदा एजुकेटेड होगा तो उसका स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग बट ऑब्वियस है इट विल बी बेटर, फार बेटर देन द पर्सन हु इज़ इलिटरेट, ओके. सो एंड दे प्रोवाइड जस्टिस, they provide science technologies, they provide cultural resources. This is the work of UNESCO, okay. So besides these, there are sub-councils and regional councils which undertake various activities. Even there are sub-councils councils and regional councils who also undertake various activities, okay. Now the fourth is trusteeship council. There are 5 permanent member nations of this council. The representatives selected by the General Assembly are included here. It oversees matters pertaining to the nations that have not acquired independence and are under some previous mandate. Also nations defeated in the Second World War, as well as its social, economic, political development. Okay, trusteeship council क्या करता है? इनके 5 permanent members है जो कि जनरल असेंबली ने इस काउंसिल को दिया है. ये जो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स है जो जनरल असेंबली सिलेक्ट करता है, ये वर्क करता है किसके लिए? वो नेशंस जो कि इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं हुए हैं या फिर कोई मैंडेट से इफेक्टेड है, और वो नेशन जो कि वर्ल्ड वॉर में डिफीट हुआ है, सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर में डिफीट हुआ है, उनका सोशल, इकोनॉमिकल एंड पॉलिटिकल, कल्चरल, ऑल थिंग्स दे आर अंडर दिस काउंसिल, ओके. Now the fifth is International Court of Justice. Its headquarters is in the city of Hague, Netherlands. There are 15 judges in it who are appointed for 9 years. It solves disputes between nations, gives verdict on international disputes presented before it, and gives legal advice. Now, International Court of Justice its headquarters is in Hague, Netherlands. There are 15 judges appointed, and they are for the duration of 9 years. What they do, they solve the disputes between the nations. Okay, I repeat, they solve the disputes between the nations. On international, I mean to say, if it is between the nations, it will be international disputes, okay, and which are presented before them, and they will find a legal advice, and they will give a legal advice, they will find a legal solution, and they will give a legal advice to these nations that these are the things they have to do, okay. And the last part is and the last council is Secretariat. Secretariat, the office of the Secretary General of the United Nations is called the Secretariat. What is Secretariat? It is the office, the place where the Secretary General sits. Okay? The General Assembly appoints the Secretary General for 5 years. Secretaries, administrators, assistants, translators, and experts are also appointed to help the Secretary General. The Secretariat is situated in New York. The United Nations had constantly been making efforts to establish world peace, world unity, and to believe the dream of universal brotherhood. Now, as I told, that Secretary General sits in Secretariat, and the General Assembly appoint the Secretary General for the duration of 5 years. Okay, and now the Secretary General will himself not be able to solve all the disputes of the separate nations who are the members of United Nations. Okay, so they are having, the Secretary General is having an helping hand. The General Assembly will appoint secretaries, administrators, assistants, translators, and experts. Okay, secretaries means, and these peoples, they will be sitting in the meeting, they will be helping to hold the meeting, they will be making the documents for the meetings. Okay, and what these translators do, they will translate the problems what one country is arising with. वो उनके लैंग्वेज में प्रॉब्लम प्रेजेंट करेगा, ट्रांसलेटर उसको सुनेगा, उसको अपने लैंग्वेज में ट्रांसलेट करके सेक्रेटरी जनरल को बताएगा, and then the Secretary General will give the opinion. Okay, in this way a translator is required, and experts means they are expert, they can give the reasonable solution for the disputes. Okay, so these are the peoples appointed by the General Assembly for helping Secretary General. Now the Secretary General is Secretariat is situated in New York. Now you can see that United Nations having these councils, they are maintaining and they have established to maintain world peace, world unity, and universal brotherhood. ओके, सो यूनाइटेड नेशंस ने वर्क किया है और कर रहा है वर्ल्ड पीस एंड सिक्योरिटी मेंटेन करने के लिए. इट इज़ अपॉन अस दैट हाउ वी आर मेंटेनिंग वर्ल्ड पीस एंड सिक्योरिटी without any weapons. I repeat, without any weapons. Okay, so it is our duty to follow what the instructions the government is giving, because these councils will help them, and we have to follow what our government is suggesting, and this will help to improve the world peace and security. Okay, so here our chapter is completed. I hope that you have understood each and every concept of this chapter. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you so much.